Hey guys, how you all doing? Today's video is my first attempt at making Edgar Kamaraki's Oasis Swirl. I don't know if you are like me, if you're anything like me, you're following lots of other soap makers on Instagram and other social media, and all I've come across lately are these beautiful Oasis swirls. So the way this technique works is that you have to use a mold with a divider. So you divide it in three, and then on the exterior sides you have to do a gradient, and in the middle some contrasting other colors, and then there's like a specific swirl that you need to do, and once it's done it's supposed to look like a mirage in the desert, something like that. So I was really intrigued because it looked complicated, but I saw so many try it and I was like, you know what, I'll try it too. I'm not part of the soap challenge club yet. Hopefully one day I will be. And so I actually haven't seen a proper tutorial about this swirl before doing it. I kind of just looked at what other soap makers were doing, and so I'm not even sure I got it 100% right. But anyways, this is my attempt at imitating the Oasis swirl. So why don't you follow me and let's do this together. Alright, so here I'm just pouring my lye water into my oils and butters, and then I'm going to stick blend it. So I already put my fragrance oil in it. I used one that behaves extremely well and stays fluid. It's called Love Spell, and I bought it from Midwest Fragrance Company. I personally hate this fragrance. I don't know what the hype is about. It's one of the most popular ones out there, but when I received it, I don't know, I just personally really don't like how it smells, but it sells really well. So this shows you that tastes are different from person to person. So these three colors you see, the orange, the neon yellow, and black oxide, those are going to be the ones that I'm going to pour in the middle, and I'm going to alternate them. And then the teal and the peacock blue are the ones that I'm going to make my gradient with on the outer sides. So I decided to start with dark and to make it lighter as you go. As you see, I have a 6 container there that has uncolored batter, and I'm just going to keep filling up my blues and greens with this container as we move up in the mold. And yep, so here I'm just mixing until everything is nicely blended together. I'm sorry that here you can't see a proper top view. I couldn't make it better than this because I have to keep pouring against the wall of each section, so that's why I couldn't get a better view for you guys initially, but later on you'll see it better. So what I'm doing here in the middle is that I'll alternate, and I have to keep pressing down because you can see already at the bottom that it's leaking a bit. So I have to keep holding it down with one hand while I pour with the other, and I think that's mainly what makes this technique so complicated, at least in my point of view. And also you have to keep switching it around, turning it around. You can't just do one side and then the other ones. You have to kind of do them simultaneously, little by little, so that the leakage is not too bad and everything is evenly distributed weight-wise, I guess. And so, yeah, you don't see me pouring, like mixing the blues and the greens with the lighter batter, but every time I stop pouring, I add some of the uncolored batter to it, and then I keep I keep pouring. And I'm making a mess, obviously, as usual. So I've seen other people like put the middle colors differently than I am. I'm kind of alternating and kind of doing a zebra type of pour here, but I've seen people just pour like over the entire length of the mold. So I don't know if I should have done that instead. I guess it gives a little bit of a different effect once you do the swirl, and it makes for, different looking bars. Some will have more black in them, some will have more yellow, and some will have more orange in them. But all in all, I think I came pretty close to what it's supposed to look like. And here, as I'm filling up, you can see a little bit better how I did this. And it's really hard when you have dividers to actually pour against the wall. And also you don't really get a good sense with those dividers of when the mold is actually full, because the sides are lower than the middle. In the middle you have the impression that you can keep pouring when it's actually already full. So here is my oh crap moment. I made a mess pouring it out. And this is the famous Oasis Swirl. So I'm not sure I got this right. From what I see others do, it kind of looks like a heart shape, and you keep going heart, you know, going down and down, and then you turn your mold around and you do the same thing on the other side. And here we are the next day to cut our piece of art. And I finally got a multi-bar cutter. Yay to me for finally making the big step to buy one. So this is the result, you guys. I'm super happy with it. I really enjoy how it looks. And I don't know if it looks like an Oasis, but I sure like, to me it gives me more of a painting type of vibe. And here we have a final close-up on each of the bars. And I don't know what you think, but I personally like it a lot. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this. So I actually made a second one after the first attempt. And that was because I wasn't so happy with my gradient. So wait, let me see. This is the first one. I don't know if you can see this properly. So I really wanted this to be more of a pronounced gradient from dark to light, and that didn't come out so much. And so my second attempt is a little bit better. I don't know if you can see it. And I also use a slightly different green on this one. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with those two attempts. It was not easy, especially because, you know, those dividers, they're not leak proof, so you kind of have to play with that as well. And I don't know about you guys, but I have a really hard time pulling out those dividers without making a mess. So yeah, definitely not a beginner technique, but really worth a try. So thanks for watching again, and hopefully I see you soon for the next one. And don't forget to subscribe. I think it's right here. Bye, guys.